Nature is in crisis.
I do feel there's a will to reduce our planetary impact, but people don't necessarily know what to do.
The challenges to meet biodiversity net gain are numerous.
Sustainable building, sustainable construction can help fight that crisis.
This is not negotiable.
It represents a really exciting time for nature, but also for our customers.
Wildlife in the UK has faced severe decline over recent decades. Against that backdrop, biodiversity net gain is a brilliant concept, meaning that every new home we build also improves biodiversity. That's a real win-win.
It's about making sure that when you're doing a development, that if you have to damage nature, then that is compensated for in some way. And with an extra 10% on top of that to provide a bit of a buffer to kind of take us beyond just the like for like.
What we leave at the end will have a better value to this planet in terms of species, in terms of the natural environment than when we started.
Biodiversity will affect everything we do, whether that's how we plan and design homes and places, how we build, how we market our homes, and how our customers ultimately live in them.
It's going to be a real challenge to meet, mind you, but obviously we want to make sure we've got pleasant places for people to live in. And that's what biodiversity net gain will give you.
Every home builder needs to be on this journey, but no one of any size can solve these challenges alone.
The Future Homes Hub has a very important role signposting to a possible future.
The role that Future Homes Hub has had to date has been really successful, bringing people together, not just the house building industry, but our supply chain, SMEs, government, local government, housing associations. I haven't really ever seen anything like this before, and it's really exciting and it's making a real difference already.
We're building 32 of the most complex brownfield developments in cities in London and the South East. It's so important we get these right. We've got to densify our cities. We need to create fantastic places. We need to get biodiversity net gain, bring nature back into our towns and cities.
We start now with mapping the natural asset to start with, working with landscape architects at looking what the biodiversity value of wherever it is we're developing is, and then really integrating into our designs how we can deliver biodiversity net gain from the start.
I think the most impressive thing that developers can do is establish wetland features. Consider creating ponds, swales, rain gardens. Water is life. Where there is water, you will find a plethora of species.
Biodiversity net gain regulation in itself won't change the industry. What's so important is about changing cultures. It's about changing people's behaviours towards this important issue.
Just bulk green space is not the answer. It's about creating and hanging on to places that are nature rich, so have that depth of delivery for biodiversity. And I think house builders have a real opportunity to do this, not only in the developments themselves, but looking at where they're going to offset as well. They could really get their knowledge up about this sort of work and really make a difference for nature going forward.
It's not just about what we do at the beginning, it's about that legacy we leave and ensuring that legacy continues and thrives.
I'd love to think the industry will take the initiative and go way beyond the regulatory requirements.
We know we've got to restore it. It's no good just keeping to the status quo, and this is a real opportunity, I think.